All right, we're gonna see if voice isolation works in Resolve well. Hopefully it does. If not, you guys should still be able to hear me. And if you're looking for your first beginner drone, or just a drone to start with, or play around with, or maybe even for your child, or as an adult, you can bank on this one. This is the Potensic Atom, and I'm gonna talk more about it. Hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully this is not too loud, but I wanted to show the drone off, and we will talk about what this drone is capable of doing. So let's just jump right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today we're talking about a beginner budget-friendly drone that I think if you are getting just into the drone area market, you want to start flying and actually take some pictures and some video, maybe use it for trips or just use it for fun, this may be an option for you. This is the Potensic Atom, and it is basically a 4K drone. It is a mini drone, if you will, because it weighs less than 249 grams. So that means you do not have to register it in the United States. In other countries, I'm not sure about, but as far as the United States go, if you're just using it for hobby, then you do not have to register this drone. So let's talk a little bit about this drone and who it may be for and who it may not be for. To start things off with, it basically comes with the drone itself, obviously. It comes with a carrying case. If you get the Fly More combo, it also comes with 3 batteries and a charging case. And the charging case itself can actually be used as a battery bank because it does have an output to it. You can charge the batteries, each individual battery, either by USB-C or by putting them in the charging case. If you get the Fly More combo, it does have a DC barrel AC adapter that comes with it. And again, you can use it as a battery bank with a USB-A type connection that goes out. So you can power another device, whether it's USB-A to C or USB-A to Lightning or something like that. So the drone itself does shoot 4K resolution, 4K up to 30 frames per second. The drone does have other features like quick shots. It does 12 megapixel photos, and in optimal conditions per battery, you can get 32 minutes of flight time. The max range on it for the drone to be able to travel is 6 kilometers. It does have a 3-axis gimbal, and it does have a Sony CMOS sensor in it. So again, it's under 249 grams, so you don't have to register it with the FFA or anything like that. Now, keep in mind, if you do plan on using any sort of drone for commercial work, you do need to get your Part 107 certification. So what you do is you just study for that test. It talks about weather, flying conditions, where and where not to fly, etc., etc. I'm actually looking to get my Part 107 as well as I get more into drones, because if I'm going to do commercial work and get paid for it, I have to be Part 107. That's just the law, and that's just the way it is. So let's talk about resolutions and frame rates of this drone. It does 4K at 30 frames per second, as I mentioned earlier. Also at 25 frames and 24 frames. It does 2.7K at 30 frames per second. Also at 25 frames and 24 frames. It does 1080p at 60 frames per second, 50, 30, 25, and 24. So you have some various frame rates and resolutions to play with this drone. Now, it does just have basically what I imagine and assume to be a standard color profile. You're not going to get 10-bit, you're not going to get log out of this drone. So if you're one that's looking to get some flexibility with color grading and pushing your colors and having latitude in post, this is not going to be able to do it. But as you will see in the B-roll footage here, the image that comes right out of this camera on this drone is pretty good. I did make some changes, some minor changes, like, you know, adjusting my saturation, my contrast, playing with the highlights a little bit, just depending on the scene, playing with the shadows, adding a little color boost to it, and then trying to give it like that little bit of film look so I can kind of emulate what I could possibly get out of grading 10-bit footage, which this does not do. But overall, I'm really impressed with the drone. I've taken it out on windy days, have some windy conditions, and it really does hold its own to be so tiny as it is. So as you can see from the footage, it takes a really good image. Now, I haven't taken any photos or anything with that yet, but I just wanted to, you know, test it out at a couple of weddings that I just recently shot, and it pretty much held its own. I like the image quality coming out of it, and it's a good beginner-friendly budget drone. So essentially, what you're going to get with obviously the Fly More combo is what I mentioned earlier, the charging case, the remote, 3 batteries, charging case, and the drone itself. That's at $379. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below. It is an affiliate link from Amazon. You don't pay any extra, just helps me out, helps the channel out. there's a $30 coupon currently on the Fly More kit. The standard kit costs $279, and with the standard kit, you just get the drone, one battery, and one controller. So if you're looking to fly for more than maybe 30 minutes at a time, maybe consider the Fly More kit, because you do get those 3 batteries and that can maximize your flight time. So what else can I say about the drone besides it's decent? You know, for the price point, it's decent. Yes, there's other drones out there that you can get, DJI Mini 4K, DJI Mini 2 SC, but what I really like about these drones is the fact that you can charge the batteries. One sec. Most drone batteries, you have to charge them in a case or in the drone itself. The drone has a USB-C connection on it. This particular one doesn't, other drones do, but what I like is that you can individually charge these batteries with USB-C, which is really nice. So even if you don't get the Fly More combo with the charging case and the 3 batteries, the batteries are the same, you know, with every kit you get, and it's USB-C rechargeable, and the batteries charge up pretty quickly. I can charge to a full battery 100% within about 30 minutes. So that's been my basically experience so far. Also, another thing I like about the case is it does have a status button for the batteries on the front, so you can see what the charge is on each individual battery. And it just makes life a lot more easier to have all your batteries in one place. 2 batteries in here, 1 in the drone if you get the Fly More kit. So Potensic was nice enough to go ahead and send me out this drone, so I do appreciate that, but they don't get to see this video beforehand. They have no thoughts, no opinions, and they're not telling me what to say. Overall, based upon my experience of having it a few months, I like it. It's a decent budget drone. Now, it's not going to wow you with colors, it's not going to wow you with speed, it's not going to give you 10-bit, but again, it's a beginner drone. For $279 or $379, basically that's what you get with it, and you can't really expect a whole lot more, because it's that word budget. So if you're thinking about getting a drone, I do recommend this one. It's been a pleasure to fly. The controller, it's a little lackluster, but it works. Basically any phone, you're going to live that cradle life with this controller. It comes with cables for, you know, iPhone or Android or anything USB-C, and it connects to your phone, and then it connects to the bottom of the controller here. It is adjustable, so that's nice. You do have your controllers, your joysticks here, which is pretty typical, pretty standard. You have your start, record, or take a picture up here, and then with this scroll wheel, you can actually move the camera gimbal up or down, and then on this side here, you can take snapshots, photos if you're in photo mode. This side, excuse me, is for video. So the controller, while not impressive, it works. It does what it's supposed to do. Also on the front, you have your power button, and then you also have, you also have your button on the side here for return to home or take off. And the 2 antennas here just fold up or down. I would recommend that you keep them up in this vertical orientation to get the best signal possible. Again, 6 kilometers of range, which isn't super far, but it's far enough. Me, myself, I'm not taking my drone past a mile and a half, 2 miles. Once I start to not be able to see it, I kind of get freaked out, right? Because these things cost money, and you don't know what can happen. A swift wind can pick up and just kick it out of the sky, or a bird may come by, but I guess that's why we have insurance on these type of things. Now, again, budget, starting, beginner friendly if you want to get into drone, aerial photography, and video. I recommend it. It's a good buy. If you are in the market, on the fence about what drone you should buy, do your research, or you can just take my opinion. Either way, doesn't matter to me, but I do recommend this one. It is a good option if you're in the market for a drone. So that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you're considering picking up this drone, what you thought of the footage, and what you think of the price. Is it worth it for you to be able to pick up a drone at the price point that it is, and based upon the image quality that you've seen with the video, do you think it's worth it? I genuinely would like to know your thoughts. All right, so until next time, guys, be safe, be kind, be creative, and take care of each other. See ya. I'm gonna go fly some more.